On today's show, I'm in Studio B, Belly is in Studio A, and we've got a whole lot of stuff for you to do today. We've got a one-wheel rider who made it on the kind of news. We'll talk about that. We've got a guest, Cory Boehne, with his new product, Armadillo, and then, of course, a huge announcement from him and the guys at Flight Fins. Excited to give you that right here on The Voice of Onewheel, which you can find at thevoiceofonewheel.com. Voiceofonewheel.com. Thanks to Canadian Dave here and all of our friends at Lewino.com. Belly, we got Potz on board. We've got you in Studio A. I'm ready to start this thing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is The Voice Onewheel. Oh man, we're so happy to be here. I'm joined by my buddy Belly Matt LaBelle in Studio A. What's up, bud?
What's good? Good to be here. What's up?
Crushed the opening production. We practiced that maybe 5 times today.
For the most part.
I'm just proud of you.
I just cut the song at the end there, just because, you know, I know it's already too loud. See you later. How's Studio B? How is Studio B doing over there?
Good, man. It's good. How are you doing over there? I miss you.
Well, you know, it's another fun, actually really nice day here in the Virginia side of the world. So, you know, we're having a good time, and I'm off the next 2 days. So, you know, it's a party all the time.
No, you jackass. Look at that. I'm over here grinding and working in the sunny beach of LA, and, you know, you're just chilling?
Pretty much, yeah, all the time.
Good morning, Social Media Lounge. We love you. We appreciate you. Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. What are we serving in there today, Belly?
Serving today, let's go with, let's see, it's a nice sunny day, so we're going to serve some OJ with some fresh bagels, any kind you want.
Drop a little bit of vodka in there, and now you've got a nice little morning.
There you go.
I call it an orange cran vodka juice. What did he call it? Michael Scott? I don't know. Who cares? Let's start the show. We got Cory Boehne's coming on in about 20 minutes. Excited to talk to him. I want to show you guys something, and I don't want to get yelled at, but this is really funny to me. All right? So I'm going to show you a clip from Belly. It's not the news. What is this? Like viralvideos.com or something?
Yeah, it's one of those how the news tries to be hip to the new world, viral videos, you know, and so they try and get viewership by showing a couple viral videos themselves. So we've got a little clip here saved.
Are you ready for it? I'll go ahead and set it up. This is Belly's going to be ready for it. We've got a video that we found. I'm sure some of you have seen it, and some of you get frustrated when you see the popularity that this person gets. It's not about the popularity. It's just this is a interesting video, and yes, it went viral to the point where a show called Viral Videos picked it up, and so we wanted to show you guys a bunch of idiots talking about one-wheels and somebody on it who bit it at high speed with a Bud Light in his hand. This is Bart Miller on Viral Videos.
I'd love to tell you that it's going, but this is making me play this ad.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Won't
let me mute it. It's for Harris Teeter. That's what we're getting right now is a Harris Teeter
Very
ad.
good. That's okay.
They have
I
gas
like
now,
Teeter.
apparently.
The Harry Teat.
Don't ever say that again, please. And here we
Here's
are.
Bart Miller.
Signs everywhere. There's signs. Yeah, you've heard it in a song, but sometimes people just miss those signs despite being everywhere. This driver missed the sign that said, "Do not enter."
That's concrete, isn't it? Or wet concrete.
It sure is, and she's up to the
Belly, have you
axles
ever driven your
in
car
wet
into the cement?
concrete
Come on.
road,
Are you
and
serious?
all the construction
Not in wet cement?
are
Yeah,
waiting
no.
for the business
Not a good
Am I
move.
able to talk like this, or is it too loud?
No, you're good.
You
All right, because this lady, I mean, this is the intro right before they go to Bart.
And the lady drove into cement. Wet cement.
Now, this is a show about one wheels, and this is definitely four wheels, but I just wanted to start today off with a little bit of laughter because, geez Louise, man. What is she thinking? So she's actually going to back out of this now, and then we'll get to the Bart video.
Taking that into the shop is not going to be a cheap fix.
No, she's screwed. Here's your boy.
Bart Miller is cruising on what's known as a
Turning up the volume a little bit.
One wheel is a blend between a unicycle and a
We all know this
skateboard.
video,
and
I
there's
think.
a car following along with Bart as he's got a beverage in his hand, trying to get it up to full speed. Go, Bart, go!
Top speed, top speed.
Oh!
Every time.
Oh, how?
Was he or was the beverage okay?
No, that's wrong too. Bart was okay according to reports. She had some scrapes and stuff. It doesn't look like the beverage survived, but don't worry. They went out for more beverages afterwards just to kind of dull the pain.
Boom. We've seen that one a time or two.
Right
As
this
you know.
minute on viral videos. So I'm trying to stay away from the mic. I know our volumes are a little different when I'm on the same line as the videos that we play. That's the one caveat. When I'm in Studio B, I'm coming in through the same line on Belly's mixer as all of these videos. So he's got to do a little bit of extra work there. He has to commission Clyde to actually do something with his life.
Clyde's my third
thank
hand,
you.
by the way.
What's that?
Clyde's just my third hand. He doesn't use the other one for some reason.
Yeah, well, you know. 'Cause
Typical
he's
Clyde.
Too busy jacking off over there in the corner.
Nope, he's not. Thank God he's not. In the forest,
So
I can promise you, I can show you. There's the belly seat. No, there's no Clyde over there. He's not
Clyde
in the
doesn't get
corner.
cameras. He's off camera. Let's go. You know that. He's behind the glass. So that was fun. Yes, congratulations. And I love how they were like, oh, let's see if he can get to top speed, like they know what they're talking about, just because the girl in the video is like, try top speed. We thought that was really funny, and so we wanted to play that for you guys. Before we get going on Cory Boehne, which we will do here in just a second, Belly, can you pull up our new website? This is something that
Yes.
I feel like needs to get. Now, I'm not doing this for self-promotion. I'm doing this to highlight something that somebody in this community has done for us. I did not ask for this. I simply just woke up to an email from Parker Steck. And Belly, if you actually click on the link up above, it'll start playing the video. Click that real quick. Yeah, and so that'll play our video. I think you can probably mute that or pause that so that the volume doesn't come through. But our stuff is all right there. Parker just made this for us. And the reasoning is, and I thought he gave a really good point. It's, you know, come back to me real quick, Belly, because I think he makes a good point. He was saying how there's so many vendors and aftermarket products and things that are amazing about the Onewheel. You've got Jimmy Chang doing reviews and Chris Richardson with tutorials and Jeff McCosker with the Float Life and Justin Lewis with 8 to 10. I could go on and on. Flight Fins, Craft and Ride, you know, Rambo. I mean, there's so many things. There's so many people who are becoming players in this community. I was so honored to hear him say that it felt like we were kind of the glue between all of it. And that is the point of this. It's, yes, to give everybody a voice, but it's to give a voice to the faces and the names that you see online, because I personally can't stand how we treat people when they're just an egg on Twitter or a name in a group. Like, it's so easy to disrespect people. But the truth of the matter is, man, we all have awesome stoke that we're willing to provide, and without something to kind of bring it all together, it just kind of feels a little disconnected. And the biggest compliment I've got since doing this show is, you know, this is what kind of is bringing it together. And if that's how you guys see this, God bless America, man. Like that, Belly, I'm so proud of that.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that you can truly take some humble pie on, just because it's something, you know, you work for, and then it's something that's really, you can appreciate when it's acknowledged. And then also just the fact that people care about us enough to kind of give us this opportunity and keep us in it. I mean, you guys also keep us driving and keep us at it all the time, where we want to put together the best show possible every time we're out. It's just something
Belly,
we
we're up
have to
100
thank people
subscribers in a
for,
week.
right? Yeah, then that means we're closer to the pint, man. We're giving away that pint. It's going to be great, and we're going to get there before it's too late. We better get that.
Broke. We got to start saving.
We better get that
Belly
in
and I
now.
have started putting a little jar in the living room, and we're just throwing $20 in whenever we can. So
Yeah.
we can pay for the.
It's like, well, here's my first 3 months. Here you go. All right, 2 months later.
Look.
Yep.
We asked for their help. They came strong. Our army is growing by the day. We appreciate you guys. So thank you for all the subscriptions. Remember, we're giving away a pint as soon as we get to 1,000.
Over 100 subscribers in a week. I mean, that's just boom goes the
Badass.
dynamite. That's the fastest pace, and we're gonna get to 1,000 before we know it.
So thank you 100 times to Parker Stack for putting together what would probably cost me hundreds of dollars to do myself in a website. Really, really grateful. He is so talented with any of the stuff online. So if you guys need help from him, just hit him up. In fact, you want to show his newest thing on Limino real quick?
This thing is the best newest item, hottest item on the market. You got to get
Belly,
yourself
you're gonna
one
have
of these.
to read the description once you get to it.
Great, because I have it so far away from me, blocked by four things.
I'll do it.
Thank you. But here's the item.
You're doing the
Hypercharger carrying case for $221.
The only issue users had with the Hypercharger was that it didn't fit in their bags. That's why we created the Hypercharger carrying case. Just throw it in the HCC, sling it on your back, buckle the 8-point harness, adjust your straps, and you're good to go. It has a low profile. It has an ergonomic design. It has a gluten-free component, and it is Y2K compliant. This is the Hypercharger carrying case from Lewino.com.
Absolutely crushing it every single time when it comes to
Belly,
this.
I don't know if you see this, but it says available now in stock, and then it says buy now. And when you click it, it says Lewino.com says we're currently having trouble finding boxes big enough to fit this bag in. We're not sure how Future Motion is shipping the Hypercharger without a refrigerator box.
Oh man, that is every product on that website is just a perfect item every time. And
if you want to laugh, it's the onion of Onewheels. Go over to Lewino.com. Chris Richardson's got a bunch of tutorials up. Maybe we can squeeze in some time to talk to him today. But if you are a new another thing that I've been hearing a lot of people say about this show is that they binge watch us when they're waiting for their board. There's a lot of new people waiting on their pints, and they've got a couple months. Belly, you're one of them. So you're on the show.
July 5th is my personal Independence Day as of this moment. So
correct. We will celebrate with fireworks, except for Clyde, because he'd blow his only good hand off, so that would be no good. But yeah, no, we're really, that's awesome to hear, is that a lot of new listeners or new riders will watch this show and get to know a lot of members of the community. So if you are you want to learn how to train your brain before you even get your board, definitely go over to Onewheel with 3 E's, his channel, Chris Richardson on YouTube. He's got a lot of tutorials over there. I'm tired of promoting stuff. Belly, let's get to the show. Let's get Boehne on here. Can you call him? I need this guy in my life.
You got
I'm
it,
like
boss.
5 minutes early, but maybe we can get him early here. I want it. I need it. How are you guys feeling today, Social Media Lounge? It's a very fun day today. I got my cousin Matty Potz to ride a Onewheel for the first time, and then I got his reactions directly after. And then yesterday, I chopped down a Christmas tree, turned on the microphones, and let him go. And he goes off on a rant that I don't know if I agree with. I certainly don't know how you're going to handle it. I think it's going to ruffle some feathers, but he makes a lot of good points. From a business person's standpoint, doesn't ride a Onewheel. So we'll do that here in the back end. Very, very excited for that. Sounds like we've got Boehne on the line. Is he here?
Cory, are you with us? It's still calling him.
Oh, okay.
As far as I can tell. We're getting there.
It's all right. Well, you just cut in whenever you are ready. Cory Boehne has joined. Cory, what's up, dude? Are you with us?
I'm with you. Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. How are you today?
Good, man. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. Look at this. You look like you're up in heaven. Everything is white.
Yeah, it's in my office. We like white around here.
It's either heaven or an insane asylum. I don't know what to think.
Depends upon the day.
Cory, what's up, dude? I'm getting your name right. Boehne, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're nailing it, man. I'm loving it.
Bam. Can you say my last name?
That's understandable.
Do you have you want to take a shot at my last name real quick?
Carluccio.
Give it to him.
He says it better than you do.
I didn't know. I didn't put enough music in it. I know there's not enough music in that name for,
Carluccio. So what is going on with this armadillo stuff, dude? I mean, do you want to watch the video first? You want to tell us first and then watch this video? Like, you set this up. This is all you, bro. I'm pumped for you.
So, yeah, let's go ahead and just I'll talk just for a second, then we'll throw the video up here. Really, essentially what this is, look, riding around Miami. Unfortunately, I like to ride around with a 35 to 40 PSI 6-inch Hoosier slick. And while that gives me some incredible performance, I'm also going through about a tire a month on average.
Wow.
Maybe more, maybe a little less, depending upon, but it's a lot.
How many miles will you say is in that month?
Well, heck, I don't know. I've got 9,000 miles total now. I'm riding about 4,000 a year, so quite a bit of mileage. But
and you guys thought you rode a lot. Holy moly.
Yeah, I ride a bit. But so anyway, after going through so many tires and getting really tired of buying these Hoosiers at $60 a piece plus shipping, and of course all the time to install them, it occurred to me that maybe there was a better solution out there for the sealant. Clearly, slime, although it kind of works, just isn't doing the job. So
can you stop right there and tell us what sealant is? Some people don't even know what that is.
So the factory ships a little bit of green goo inside of the tire that effectively has little chunks of rubber that are ground up and put into it, which allows the tire to kind of seal if you get a minor puncture in it. It forces out the slime. And the idea is that those little particles get caught in the crack of the tire and fill it up eventually just by piling themselves in there. Unfortunately, slime uses really small particles that are all the same size. So in doing some research, I found a company out there they manufacture all kinds of sealant products like this, and in fact have a custom program. So I called up and talked to them about, what I should be doing. And they actually suggested that they have a product they think, which is military only application. Generally, it's off-road or military, extreme four-wheeling, that sort of stuff. So they said, we think this is the right product. We're going to go ahead and send you a batch of this. And if it's not working out for you and you need to change it somehow, get with us and we can reformulate based on your needs. But they're pretty confident and sent me some promotional material that, I'm feeling pretty good about this. So far, so good. Let's see how it goes. And by the way, I just want everybody to see this. Does that not look like the most amazingly delicious mixed berry smoothie you've ever seen?
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's just, I want to drink the stuff.
I was going to say right now, $10 if you put some in your mouth.
Don't do that.
Put a tip on you. I will pay you $10.
We are not liable for doing that.
So, what? Why don't we do this? Let's go ahead and roll that video real quick of this stuff. Show everybody it working and see what they think.
All right, I'm ready to rock.
You good to go on that?
Yep, ready to go.
All right, man. Fire away. This is the Armadillo from Cory Boehne.
None has been so dramatic as the military's testing and application. The military testing for extreme combat conditions, including puncturing tires with spikes up to 1¼ inches in diameter. In each case, the test vehicles were then driven 100 miles off-road without any appreciable air loss. This actual military footage documents the field conditions and strong evidence that if the military approved battlefield conditions of Bosnia will certainly provide the protection you need for your industrial or agricultural.
Unbelievable, man. You're telling me I can go over a nail and this stuff is going to be fine?
That's their claim. We're about to find out. So haven't tested it ourselves yet, but I literally am going to be taking a tire and seeing just exactly how much abuse this stuff will take.
Dude, I can't wait. So are you doing any beta testing with it? Are you sending it out to people, or are you just kind of going to rock it out there with you and your boys and girls down in Miami?
So I'm going to pull the classic Microsoft move here. I think the product generally has been tested in a lot of applications, and I feel pretty confident in it. So I'm going to let the community beta test it with me for pay. Hey, how awesome am I?
And honestly, this is not something where like the guys at Fishbones, for example, Concage, they beta tested the S out of all of those because they wanted to make 100% sure that if anything went wrong, not everybody has a ghost leash from Lee10.com, okay? They want the board to ghost, and then it just goes everywhere. So they did a whole lot of beta testing before even bringing it to the market, which I really respect from them. This, Cory, is not something that will affect the way you ride unless you pop over a nail, so I get it why you wouldn't really need it.
Exactly, yeah. I figured the biggest risk here is that we have to clear out a couple of valve stems because, as I understand it, it may not it may even try to plug up the valve stem as you put it in, but that's probably the biggest concern that we're facing here, right?
Okay. Well, yeah, we don't want that.
No, definitely not. But
so why
we can reformulate if it's too bad of a problem. So that's the beautiful thing.
Hey, what is with those little holes that come in a fresh stock Vega tire? Can you explain to people that they are not pebble marks?
They're not. Although the Vega, I'm going to divert just 1 second. The Vega, it's got a great use nobody knows. You can
Okay.
actually take a fresh one wheel out of the box, ride around the house 3 times. Don't need to vacuum at all. It'll take up every particle of dirt on the floor, sticks right to the tire. It's incredible.
Are you kidding me right now? Get out of here. I love my Vega.
They're about the stickiest tire out there for sure, right? So no, those little holes in the Vega are actually not a hole. They're simply a tread mark. They're effectively tread depth indicators to show you how much rubber you have remaining. Although I will say, I wish they put them on the edges instead of in the center, because the Vega, I've never seen the center of a Vega worn out yet. So
that is true. Mine looks like 2 little lumpy edges, but I can't help it. I love that Vega.
I actually heard the Vega was the first tire ever made, and it's still the first tire. It's
Yeah, it was on a
it's
Model
still running
T4.
on the same one.
feels like it too. Sorry, Adam.
No, you're good. So, hey, man, listen, to each his own. You rock a Vega, you do you. You rock Fangs, you do you. You're riding a one wheel, you're cool by me, man.
So, I wanted to real quickly thank Kai Miller here for the artwork. Reached out to him, and he was very generous in not only creating. I just said, I want to show a one wheel with an armored wheel. Whatever you got, bro, be creative. Didn't really specify too much. He sent me this stuff, and he even came up with the name Armadillo with that. And I was like, he's like, that's just a placeholder. Call it whatever. I was like, it's genius. We're keeping it.
Hold on. Hold on. Is that actually the name he came up with? Or did you alter it, sir?
I may have altered it a little for PC reasons.
You want to tell the people real quick?
The original name was Armadillo Jizz. I about fell out of my chair laughing. It was awesome. I really want to keep it. I'm really sorry I can't. But he's a genius. The man is an absolute genius.
And you can find all his work at swerveclothing.com. He came on the show last time, and it was awesome. We had a blast with him. So I'm glad that worked out.
So I guess we've got a little surprise here, Adam. Are we ready to drop?
Well, yeah, hold on. We do have a big announcement, but I want to clear up some things because Belly and I have been talking. We have to clear up the whole gravy thing because it's not. Am I wrong, Belly? It's not that. It's what's the question? It's not. Is it a condiment or is it a dish? Is it? What did we rest on? What did we land on?
All we know is sides are improved by it. So. Most things are improved by it.
So it's either a main course.
Well, it's not a main course.
It's a side or a condiment. That's the question. It's a side or it's a condiment. So could gravy be called a condiment? I'm
gonna stick on my side forever.
I'm gonna go with I have to actually go with the condiment side. I'm not even sure if I'm sold on that. I come from the South. We consider gravy a dish there all of its own.
Well, that's different.
Simply there to hold the gravy, right?
That's true. The biscuits are only there as a conduit for the gravy. That is true. But no, I would have to go on condiment side. Because you pour it on top of things like ketchup. You don't just eat ketchup. You don't just eat gravy.
It's also a darn fine point.
Would you eat a spoonful of gravy?
What do we call hollandaise? See, I look at it as like a hollandaise sauce. You know what it is? Gravy's a sauce. That's what it is. Gravy's a sauce. It's not a condiment nor a side. It is a sauce.
It's a sauce.
All right. I'll take that. Words of wisdom from Cory Boehne. Hey, before we get into this big announcement, you're my only guest for today. I want to enjoy some time with my man. I don't get to talk to you very much. You were one meal Batman. You stopped a hit and run because you followed the guy, bashed out his window with your one wheel, pulled him out, put your knee in his back, and waited for the cops to come. That's who we're talking to right now. Did it happen again?
All right, so that you got to be referencing the video that actually. Yes, 2 times. So one had happened before this, and I just reposted that video because it was 2 years old on the 20th. That was just an incident. Well, it wasn't a hit and run. That was just a car accident that I was first on scene to and helped get some people out of the car. But the other one, this one's a little bit more fun. I actually ended up getting a contract from Viral Hog and have gotten something like 500,000 views on this video in the last month. Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
What do you mean a contract? Like they're paying you for it?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
So anyways, it was pretty ridiculous. You can find this on my YouTube channel. I haven't shared it with you directly, Adam. But effectively, I saw a hit and run driver running down the road, very, very drunk, taking up a few lanes. Ended up, getting chased to them, just keeping other drivers away with the flashers on. Saw a state trooper and honked the horn, got the state trooper's attention, got them to chase the car for a few miles, get them pulled over off the road. Now, that's all great and good, but that's not why the viral video happened. I mean, granted, that's cool, but that wasn't the, catch here. The catch was we were headed to a movie, me and my girlfriend, Anna, and she had decided that day she was just going to be the biggest pain in the butt she could possibly be. So the dialogue between me and her, just the banter, I think people kind of just lost their minds over it. It's pretty great. At one point, I called her a fun sponge, and I think everybody, that was pretty much the reaction.
Wait, a fun sponge for armadillo jizz?
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
I love you, dude. I had so much fun when you come on the show. I need that video. How do I get that video? We need to show the people.
YouTube Cory Boehne is going to be the most high view video. There's 500,000 views. That pretty much smokes everything else I've got.
Belly, can you do it?
I mean, I've got his other video propped and ready, so
it's a long video.
All right.
I should probably edit it down for the show, or else it'll take up a lot of time here.
All right, well, do this for us. Can you just give us a 30-second reenactment between you and Anna of what's going on in the video?
So, okay, sure. This is great. So we're, just get behind him in the video. And I've been following for a little while. And she says to me, "Are you recording them? Why are you recording them?" I'm like, "It's evidence, honey. It's evidence. We don't know what's going to happen." She goes, "But why are you recording them?"
That is a great reenactment.
Is this the Anna that's taking over all of the social media that I'm seeing? She's doing some pictures. She's a new Leono model.
No, that's another local Anna. This is that one's Russian. This one is I don't really know what mixture of everything. I think so.
She's your girlfriend, Cory. I think you should know that.
Yeah, I don't think she knows that. It's Italian, Irish, and about 40 other things, but definitely not Russian. Although
I went on a date last night.
Spy, so.
Well, I went on a date last night with a Russian beauty, and she told me I had the nose of an Armenian.
I can go with that.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know how I'm supposed to take that.
23andMe is what you should take.
It's probably a good thing. It's a good strong nose, right? It's a strong nose. You got to have a strong nose. It's a good thing.
Yeah. But I don't know if you guys realize this. I have a butt nose.
I don't know what that is. And I don't want to know.
Have you heard of a butt chin where you have a cleft right there? I have a cleft on the bottom of my nose, and I've noticed it. And then I started pointing it out to people, and now they can't stop looking at it.
I admit, now I'm staring at it. Now I can't watch the show without staring at your nose.
All right, everyone.
Butt noses for everyone.
Let's get to, first of all, Belly, do you have anything for Cory from the social media lounge? Do you want to ask him anything before I get to the big announcement?
No, man, I'm ready to rock.
Well, I want to ask one more question then. What's up with these metal float plates, dude?
All right. So, well, this goes a little bit towards our surprise here today, but let's just rewind the clock about 6 to 8 months here. And I've wanted some metal plates for my Onewheel for a long time. I cut some myself by hand, fried those out, decided that I needed to get manufacturing done on them and get them done properly out of 7075 aluminum. Well, long story short, I've worked with a guy here in town to do some stencil work and some other metal work around different projects. Decided to engage him on this. To say the least, it was a little outside of his area of expertise. We never were able to get quality where I wanted them. And in fact, after multiple announcements and multiple disappointments, I actually fired him and ended that particular project about 3 weeks ago.
No more. You cut out a little bit there. No more? It's over?
Yeah, so no more. I killed that project, but, and this is where it gets fun, a big shout out to Matt Hoover. From Land Surf, maker of the Fangs and a bunch of other really cool products like the Bone Handle. He basically reached out to me and we were talking and I told him what had happened and I was just expressing a great deal of frustration. He says, "You need to get a 3D CAD model done and just get it taken care of." And I go, "Man, I don't have the skills to do that. I don't have the time. And honestly, I'm not even sure if I want to reinvest more money in doing this." He took it on himself to help out and draw the 3D CAD file for me. Make a couple of I sent him a set of test plates, which in fact, they were another one of the off-spec plates that didn't fit well. So he took pity on me, drew out a 3D CAD file for me, did a couple of design refinements, and I've taken that now into production with a proper manufacturing facility that's doing a killer job.
Awesome. Mad shout out to our boy Matt Hoover with Lancer for doing that. That's what makes this community so great. And it really is. And that's what Potz, listen, Matty Potz is about to slam the community. That's what's about to happen.
Yeah, later.
He's going to slam the community and he's going to slam Future Motion. And I didn't like it. And I was like, whoa. And then he starts making some points that I have to rebut. But I didn't do a very good job because I was stoned off my ass because I'm sitting here smoking a joint while I'm talking to him on what you're about to hear. So, well, he's about to slam the community. And then I was like, yo, time out. Do you realize that you've got a bunch of people? Where else would you find people who will just say, hey, oh, you don't have the time to make that? Let me do it for you. You don't have a website? Let me do it for you. This is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. And I say it a little bit in the piece, but it's not clear because I'm stoned off my gourd. This is the best community of all of the skateboards, the electric stuff. I'm telling you, because I tried to join. I did join many of them, the unicycles, the Leaf Techs, and all the e-skate communities. Nobody comes close to the amount of support and aftermarket stuff that we get to enjoy in this. I buy a Onewheel just to be a part of the community.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. What a great group of people. And not just how giving and kind they are, because there really is a lot of that goes on here. But just such a group of fascinating people with, amazing backstories, amazing things going on in their life. And I long ago heard somebody say that you should hang around those who you wish to be like. I think this is a community that makes all of us much better.
Yeah, great words right there from both of you about the community.
From the social media lounge, Belly, my wife says it's a condiment, as do I. My daughter eats ketchup by itself. It's reconstituted food waste product.
So we've got this.
I've got a point. They even said I've got a pointy nose. Now I'm just gonna see it forever.
So we've got one more video from Cory here if we want to get to it here, my friend.
Let's get off of it. Let's give the big announcement. Cory, do you want to set this up at all?
So yeah, I guess let's just on that theme of here and how lucky we all are to be a part of this thing that we're doing. Another one of the vendors, Flight Fins, Michael reached out to me and said some time ago, hey, I think these plates are really great. And I said I had sent him a plate set for the demo board for the flight rails. And we got to talking about some ways that we might be able to take advantage of his infrastructure and his already in place supply chain stuff to deal with the shipping and handling on these. And frankly, we ended up with, I've turned over the branding and everything else to Michael. I'm going to manufacture, make sure the quality is here, and make sure that these are something that I'm proud to bring to the Onewheel community. But I'm not the best at delivery in terms of sales, shipping, customer service, so I think that in the interest of everybody's well-being, I've partnered with Flight Fins, and they are now taking care of all of that end of this. So I get to concentrate on making cool stuff. They're going to concentrate on getting it to you.
Wilson knows what's up over there at Flight Fins. His brother Ori, they know what they're doing. Belly, you got it ready to roll?
I do.
Set it up, big man. All right, folks, this is the big announcement. Have fun.
And yes, it's that fast. Boom. Just
Boom.
Like that, done.
Hell yeah.
No reason to keep it going for too long. It is just sweet and fast. We can play it again if you guys want.
No, that's so we saw it. It's pre for 420. You said 425 was the pre-sale on those.
Right. We're starting pre-sale into this week, intending for delivery mid-May.
That's awesome, man. That's some great work. It's gonna be it looks so silky. Like that. I like can you see your face in the reflections of these?
So they're a brushed finish. You can definitely see you can see your skin tone reflected.
Yeah, for sure.
But they're not quite mirror polish. And with that being said, I think there's a lot to be said for the functionality of these. They're very, very tough.
Yeah.
There's a lot to be said. A lot of people were worried about weight. In fact, the weight's pretty darn lightweight, more than you would expect, really. But more than that, they're really super protective. And my favorite feature is the car wreck, as Chris Richardson has deemed it. If you take this guy and you come in hot, doing about 10, 15 mile an hour, and you just put the tail down as hard as you can. It slides in on that aluminum. Obviously, plenty tough and durable to do it as much as you'd like. But boy, it makes some noise. You can just, pedestrians get out of your way. People scatter.
Do sparks fly?
You need a car to move if you.
Did you give this to Jimmy Parman so he could do the fire?
Jimmy is definitely on the short list of people who need these for sure. With that being said, and I just want to clarify right now, in case no false advertising here. They'll create a nice little trail of smoke from powderized concrete and asphalt, but sparks definitely require a ferrocerium rod. We're working on some add-ons around that. Jimmy Parman may beat me to market with it. Who cares? We just all want fire. But this is a great first step towards fire plates.
Heck yes, this is going to be a fun old time.
So badass. Great job as well. And this is partnered up with the guys at Flight Fins. And again, that's Michael Wilson and Ori Rush. So big shout out to them. Cory, where can we find this stuff, man?
You're going to find this at flightfins.com. And the armadillo juice, just armadillo. You can find that. We're going to, for right now, just be doing this online on Facebook group ordering. Should this work out and everybody finds it to be a solid product that we want to keep doing, we'll probably set up a little website and make the ordering process a little easier. But for now, we're just doing the beta ordering via Facebook Messenger. So
awesome.
He is Cory Boehne. He is the man. He is Onewheel Batman. He is, well, Onewheel Jesus is taken, and a good shout out to him up there. But other than that, man, we love you, man. Anything else you want to say before we get you out of here?
Guys, thanks for the time. I'm excited to bring this cool stuff to the community. And really, once again, I just want to shout out to Matt and Michael, as well as Kai. Thank you guys for all of your help with these processes. And again, thank you to the community. The support you guys show for the manufacturers and the products that we bring, it's pretty awesome. It's fun to do this stuff without any motivation other than just doing it for the enjoyment. So thank you to all of you, as well as you. Thank you for bringing the show to everybody, and we love it.
You're welcome. It's all Belly and Clyde. They knock it out. They knock it out of the park every time. You're welcome. Cory Boehne, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, bud. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, man.
Guys.
Have a great day.
Later, Cory. That's just good times. Belly.
Whoops, sorry, guys. I just ended the whole call. That's one of my things I do here. Don't mind me. He'll call back. I was tired of hearing Luch today. It's fine. I'm really good at this. Here he comes. Here he comes to yell at me. I'm ready. I'm ready to take it. I kicked him out. He's back in, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, as you can see, just as he compliments how we make the show run, I hang up on him. That was the best move I could have accidentally done ever.
Honestly, I don't think you could have done that better if you tried.
Yeah, my best work all happens on accident, folks. It's always an accident.
You're killing it today like usual, as per usual. All right, now we've got to do something that I don't know how we're going to do because I'm not going to be able to hear it, but I'm going to play it on my end.
Okay.
So I'm going to go into my Google Drive and I'm going to press play and listen to it with my microphone completely down.
You talking about the Potz thing?
Yeah. We got to get to it because I'm running out of time here. This is the end of the show. But I want to have a few minutes afterwards to discuss because he goes a little bit hard in on Future Motion. He calls the community lame. He doesn't know any better. And this is actually before you get mad at him, which is fine if you want to. That's okay.
I'm sorry. I gotta do this. The Social Media Lounge just is giving this up. Hold on. This is all for the Social Media Lounge right now. Nope. I got like 2 more to give him. So in the Social Media Lounge, someone's checking in and going, whoa, I missed it. What's armadillo just for? And of course, Parker on the beat goes, armadillo reproduction. On the beat. But yes, it's a sex placement from Fishbones, a sex placement, a replacement for slime, a sex placement. This is the world we're living in the Social Media Lounge. God, I love you guys.
Belly, he's down for the count.
I love you guys so much.
All
right. All right. What am I playing this through? I can play it too.
No. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna play it through your end.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to listen to it on mine so I know where we're at. This is about 12 minutes of Potz talking, not out of his ass. You could say he's talking out of his ass. That's fine. But remember, this is somebody who is a business owner in Los Angeles who knows nothing about the Onewheel.
We'll put up his mugshot later so you can find him.
No, we've got a video of him actually talking about it.
Oh,
We'll do that. But this is delicate, Belly, because if I don't set this up right, people aren't going to understand why I want to play it. I'm not playing it so he can bash the company or bash the community. I'm part of one, and I like the other. But the problem is, this is a perspective from somebody who doesn't go balls deep like we all do into the groups and the forums and online and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know anything other than what he sees in their promotions and in their promos and in their advertisements, their advertisements. So let's see what the general public thinks about the community and the company.
All right.
Oh, Belly, before you start it, I want to do something for the people because this is just audio.
Yes, this is just an audio.
The Voice of Onewheel podcast, which we will put out today at some point, it blew up last time. We restarted it last week. And it blew up. It was downloaded in 46 cities across the U.S. and 15 countries in just a day. And we were like, wow. And I've already... Are you actually doing it?
No.
That's okay. No. I've got another way to do it.
All right.
What I wanted to say is, I think I've always thought I'm better at radio than TV. I think Belly and I are, and Potz and all of us, are way better as a radio show than as a TV show. It's morphed into a TV show, but I want to give you a little idea of what it sounds like on the podcast to see how different the medium is when I'm inside your head instead of inside your ears. Inside your eyes, right? I want to get in your ears. And so what we're going to do, Belly, I want you to just go to the ads screen for this entire 15-minute conversation.
All right. Sounds good.
And I want to give them a feeling of what the podcast feels like and how it's a little bit different, but maybe it might be better for you. Who knows?
All right. Sounds good. Ads
All
we
right,
go.
this is me and Matty Potz. I'm smoking a joint at my best by far. This is him, 5 shots deep, 100% at his best. Tell me about it. I want to know. You rode a Onewheel. Do you feel a little bit ashamed of how long it's taken you here to get onto the cool kids train?
I think ashamed is a little bit strong, but it was fun. I mean, it was fun, but like, I feel like maybe for me it was a little bit more enjoyable because I have snowboarded and skied and even like was a bit of a skating poser back in the day. So like I took to it obviously very fast. I mean, I didn't even fall. But
it was impressive. Like, I'm not going to lie.
But yeah, no, it's completely cool. I totally understand like what you're saying and as far as like why you like it. And like, I don't know. I mean, it just seems like people.
Did you feel lame on it?
No, I didn't feel lame, but I still think the people in the community are lame.
Why? The people in the community are the best part about it.
Not. I mean, you
don't know anything about them.
Here's my thing. Like,
this is him 4 shots in with no knowledge and just shooting off the hip, making it 5. Let's make it 5. Let's just settle in because you just told over 1,000 people that they're super lame.
Oh wow, 1,000 people? Oh no!
Per episode, man. It might be the same 1,000. It might not. But I mean, I got 30,000 board riders who are not lame. I've been in all the other groups, dude. The Leaf Tech groups, the unicycle groups. No one has a community like the Onewheel community. No one has it.
I guess that's my thing. Is like, why is Onewheel community so passionate, considering the company treats you like dog shit?
Let me ask you.
It's a very non-communal environment for a community that's so communal.
I think the honest truth is because of that. We've had to be.
Because
otherwise it wouldn't be.
Leadership means you guys have to take it upon yourselves.
Yeah, and because of that, we now feel ownership in what this has become.
That makes sense.
I mean, whereas everybody else is just like kind of paving the way for their customers, the customers here are paving the way, and it's almost like the company's like, well, shit, we're following them now. I mean, I
guess you can look at it either way. From like a corporate standpoint, they're like, why would we spend money when they're spending it for us, essentially? But from a real grassroots, someone that can see the big picture and the long-term money, they're looking at the short-term money.
Well, okay, but
The long-term money would tell you you want to nurture that community and do as much as possible. The fact that you guys have made an entire like competition, the Float Fest, companies pay millions of dollars to create their own, and you guys have done it for them. I would take that and run with it.
all the
To me,
licensing.
it just shows a completely ignorant company that's totally out
Well,
of touch
let's
with their demographic.
I have been trying to get better on promoting Future Motion because I see them doing a couple
I
things
think
in the right.
Future Motion can suck a dick. Like, I don't care. I'm not part of your community. And like, as a business owner, someone that sweats blood, sweat, and tears, that literally sheds blood, sweat, and tears to gain a customer every day, literally like one customer at a time. I have zero respect for them. I think they can suck a dick.
They're
Like,
working on their community outreach. Okay, so
work a lot harder and a lot faster.
all right. Well,
is
with
what I
that
would
being
recommend.
said,
From a business owner to another, like, yeah, I might not mean shit, but I get what it takes to engage your consumer base, and they don't have it.
all right. Well, they do have the product, and they do have the community. So why are you hating on the community? That's what I question. What do you? Why do you think we're
Honey
lame?
basil chicken sliders served doggy style, located at Melrose on Melrose 5009 Melrose Avenue in East Hollywood, California.
Hey,
They
what do you? Why do you call the community lame?
No, you guys just seem kind of nerdy, and maybe that's because you're the
It's
leader.
me.
but,
I'm
like-
not the leader at all. I'm the one that you know. I'm
Well,
definitely not the
you're
leader.
Definitely the leader, as far as I can tell. I mean, you're the only one that has a fucking podcast, and you have people that are, sending videos and like, I mean, I understand you wanting to be humble, but I mean, I would imagine from what I can tell, people look at you as the leader, if not the spokesperson for the movement. And
I would take spokesperson. That I would be cool with that.
They're
That
one
works.
and the same. I mean, Martin Luther King was a spokesperson
Okay.
and a leader.
Okay. Easy now. Easy.
That's when the five
I
shots.
haven't-
That's when the five shots start talking right there.
I have a dream too, but
You're
it's more
basically
about
the Martin
Onewheel.
Luther King Jr. of Onewheel. That's the way I look at it. Except you're white. You both were bald, so that's cool. But he actually got way more pussy than you too.
Okay.
I mean, he was a known
Okay.
ladies' man.
Get this kid a shot. I love it. This is
So-
great. No. Okay, hold on. Everybody take a deep breath. Just wait a minute. Wait a minute. If it wasn't me that you knew that introduced you to Onewheels, and I am somebody who everything.
Right off that, I wouldn't even know what Onewheel fucking was if it wasn't for you, because other than the few pint billboards that I've now recently seen, I know zero marketing or advertising for Onewheel. That's what I'm saying. Zero. Just recently, I sent you a picture. I've actually seen two billboards for the pint, but even those were in horrible, low traffic locations.
I saw one too. It was actually funny. You'll get a kick out of this. The one we saw was it's recreational now, and so they were playing on drugs,
You're right.
and
That's
it
cute.
had a
That's
picture of a
cute.
pint.
That's cute.
And the other one I saw
But
was
the problem is no one's gonna know what that means.
this one was microdose on Stoke.
That's funny, but you're talking about the 1,000 people that
Right.
you or something. Like, it's not broad enough of a marketing campaign. That is like, why would you market to the people that you already have?
You're hating on the company. Hold on.
No. Why would you market to the people that you have? You need to broaden your fan base, your consumer base. No one knows what the fuck that means. And honestly, the only reason I knew the pint is because you had just told me about it. Even knowing what a Onewheel is, if I saw a billboard for the pint, I would have zero idea what that even meant. So no, they are missing the fucking mark, dude.
What would you do if you were them? I'm actually curious because you make a good
The
point.
exact opposite of what they're doing. Like I just said, I would whoever invented the Float Life Festival, I would go to you and give you like $1 million and say we're doing this together, and I would blow it the fuck up. Like CrossFit, that started from nothing, and now it's a multi-million-dollar business.
Why would you
know
do
the
that?
owner of CrossFit got a divorce. He had to pay his wife $15 million fucking dollars. CrossFit, like. It's all about getting people that are the people that are in CrossFit. I use this as an example because the people in the CrossFit community I get the same passion from the people that are in the Onewheel community, and it's like that's what you need. It's you take that grassroots marketing and you nurture and foster that. So you don't need billboards. You don't need any of that bullshit. I've never once seen a CrossFit billboard. You know what they did? Eventually, Reebok came to them because they said, "Hey, this is an untapped market." And it's a bunch of people that take sports and fitness very seriously. And now anyone that CrossFits owns a pair of Reebok CrossFit fucking shoes. I own 3 pairs and don't even fucking CrossFit anymore. So that's what you do. So now you create this economy out of One Wheel. I would have One Wheel shoes. I would have every One Wheel paraphernalia. But I would do the podcast. I'd say, hey, here's a guy that's already doing the podcast. Let's just give him money and sponsor it. So every fucking show you do is sponsored by Future Motion. There's Future Motion graphics on the live stream. You have people in the corporate office, the marketing person, the branding person calling you and doing interviews live. Every fucking podcast that you do. And like I said, the paraphernalia, I would give you free shit to give out to everybody. And you slowly but steadily build your community. You don't charge fucking people $500 for a repair when you know it costs them $85 just to send you the fucking thing. You don't cock block people that make aftermarket products. You go to them and say, hey, you're doing something that's kind of against our policy, so we want to hire you. Otherwise, we have to shut you down because, like, you're costing us money. But instead, we are going to pay you for all of your ideas, and we will give you
or we'll put your stuff on our website. You know what? Sell it through us. Sell it through us. Maybe they can't do that.
What they do is they would buy your patent. They would give you a few cents for every sale in perpetuity, which anyone would be fucking insane to pass up.
Okay, but
and then you.
Why would they do that if they don't have to? Is the real question.
Because you fucking tools are following them without any fucking consequence. That's why. How many of you dickheads went out and bought a pint? Well, you just made the company richer. Fucking Luch moved to LA. The first thing he did was buy a fucking One Wheel. He owns like 14 of them now. Except he only has 2 because the rest are at fucking One Wheel getting repaired. Because he drove through a puddle last week.
Oh, man. I smashed a champagne bottle on it and I had to send it in. Yeah, it was no good.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, man. But, I mean, what are we... So, I've been calling... Look, I think they're really working on trying to reach out, but they aren't ever going to be able to... They're never going to be able to get in from the beginning because they already missed the boat from the start.
Here's
the problem.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Now we've taken the community into a place where I hope that they start doing more with us.
I've run multi-million-dollar nightclubs all over the country.
But I don't see that coming.
I've done a lot in the nightclub business. That's my background. And one of the biggest compliments I ever got was actually from my business partner. And he told me, he goes, you know what made you a great manager running Lavo in Vegas? He's like, because you were a dick, but you always admitted when you were wrong. And he goes, nothing gave us more respect for you than when you were like, you know what, guys, I fucked up last week. You guys were right. And it's very easy to regain the confidence of the community when you just go on the One Wheel podcast and you say, you know what, guys, we fucked up and we're sorry. And I guarantee you, as passionate as you guys are, you would fucking forgive them and you would hold them with open arms.
So you're saying if they came on our show or even anywhere and just said, listen, we realize that we didn't do things the way, maybe, whatever. If they just kind of really just actually tried to connect.
Yeah.
Not even say you're sorry, but I think a genuine effort to connect would really go a long way with a lot of people.
However you want to spin it, yes, that's what I'm saying.
That would be interesting. Well, the door's open. They're always welcome on this show. 571-354-7338. Jack Mudd, give me a call. You know, I did it. I ate crow. I was so critical of Jack about 4 or 5 shows ago, and it was really off color. I didn't like what I said.
What did you say?
I went off.
Did you say, gosh darn it?
No. I went off, and I was just basically kind of doing in the tone that you just did.
I don't think you've ever spoken in the tone that
I did.
I
did. I did. I got very upset because
the Luch got all riled up.
I didn't like the presentation, and I realized, you know what, man, we're being super negative for no other reason other than what they've done in the past. What they're doing right now, it looks like they're trying to get in a direction. I hear these words coming out of my mouth, and I just don't believe them.
Because I'd like to know what direction
I don't
you're
believe
talking
them.
about.
I'm trying to be positive, and I just don't believe them. Because
I lived
all
the
I
one-wheel
see,
life through you, and I don't see shit.
all I see is them taking most of the products from the aftermarket parties, selling them now. I mean, I get
so
what you
are they doing? Are they taking them and then recreating them themselves and selling them?
Yes.
I mean,
absolute copies.
What more of a slap them in the face? Well, first off, why aren't these one-wheel side whatevers getting patents? Get a fucking patent so they can't do it.
A lot of them have them. If they don't,
then even if you have one, you still need money to sue.
I mean, what are you going to do against a big company? I mean, it's tough,
right. No,
you know?
It sucks. That's all the more reason to
So why? So, but you're somebody who doesn't know anything about a one wheel, and that's what I would love to know the mindset of. And that's why another reason that the community is so strong is because most of our friends make fun of us, just like Potz does. What are you guys doing? we want to find anybody else who likes them and just scream it from the mountaintops and just say, let's go get beers, man. Let's go on group rides. Because like you're in the crazy, we drank the crazy punch.
Like Nike does group runs. And it's like, you guys do group rides. Like
do you understand the licensing and all? All right, Belly, let's go. I want to get back to the show. Are we back here? Let's do this thing. I want to do this for the people because I want to explain a little bit before they start going crazy, which I get they completely could. Some of that is hard to listen to because he doesn't know. He doesn't know any better. Now, isn't that the group of people that the company is now reaching out to? I think this pint is really speaking to the people who don't sit in the groups and don't research and don't know anything and do sound like Potz. I mean, that's why I was curious. I wanted to bring to the community, what type of marketing would you like to see from a Future Motion standpoint? Because I thought one thing I took away from that was that he makes a really good point. And I see actually some people in the social media lounge are saying that was actually really interesting. And thank you, because I was praying that you weren't just going to turn on me and say, oh, he's bashing the community, you're an asshole. That's not what we're saying. Well, what I'm trying to take out of that is, what is the mindset of somebody who doesn't know any better?
I think what a lot of us, for anyone who doesn't know who Potz is, get on our deep tracks back on the YouTube, check out some of our videos back in the day for Luch Dog in the Morning when Potz was on there. You really get a sense of who he is and what he's about. And when he gets passionate about something and he gets fired up, it's just a nonstop go. And that's the best thing about Potz. That's what when he brings the energy. So
he'll give it to you real.
Because some of the things he said in there, when he was going off about like the app, like marketing and advertising of it, he's right in a lot of points. It's not when he's not the reason the community bashing and what he's doing is separate, kind of in a way.
But hold on, because I got Chris Richardson in the social media lounge, who we all respect and love. And he says, it's not that you're an asshole, but that guy most certainly is. And I know he comes across that way. I know he does. And that's okay. You can certainly say that or feel that. He doesn't care, clearly. But what he will do is give you his true and honest perspective, which I don't think you get a lot these days in any kind of media. So I found it to be a little bit worthwhile. And I wanted to pose the question, how would you like to see a company do marketing for this? How did you find out about the Onewheel? Because for me, it was scrolling through my Facebook feed, my social media, my Instagram, right? And I wonder, should there be a commercial on TV? Like, what do you think a pint billboard does for somebody who doesn't know what a Onewheel is?
Well,
it doesn't have the price.
Potz doesn't
say what it is.
But you also got to realize that Potz doesn't know that they're running these ads on airplanes. They're running these ads. There is ads out there. Yeah,
what are you talking about on airplanes? Where are you seeing that?
You have not seen the posts where people have seen ads for it on like airplanes and things like that, and
That's great.
Yeah,
That's
and the
wonderful.
other thing is, I'd really like. Potz may not realize this either. I actually think that the pint is more geared towards getting every other e-skater. They're already getting the e-skate ads, and now we're going to offer a board that is less than $1,000. It's one of the best boards out there. It's an all-terrain vehicle. This is something you can get anywhere. Get the rest of the e-skate community on the Onewheel that's already not on it, and then let that community grow from there. I mean, yes, Potz is right. They're probably not doing this fast enough. But
it's crazy, man.
Potz doesn't know that they went into a bigger manufacturing area. They bought a whole new thing. They spent all this money.
Offices.
Things that Potz doesn't. I mean, yes, he's flying off the seat of his pants when it comes to some of this stuff. And yes, he's right when it comes to them going too slow.
So before you get mad at him, honestly, I don't care. You can go ahead and get mad. You can feel however you want to feel. That's why we played it. You can feel any type of way you want. But I do see a lot of comments coming in. Business-wise, he does make a good point.
Yeah, for sure.
Future Motion also has backers with deep pockets who are trying to keep their investment from being out of their control. When you have investors, they also have demands on what's being done with their cash. Also a really good point. I'd rather have someone who keeps it real. I get it, but I don't need someone who has money shoved in their pocket and telling me what we want. Also true. Also very, very good point. And I think, greetings from Germany too, by the way, Ignatz. It's very nice to see you. They have no TV commercials that I can tell, only online. I don't see ads here in my area. I assume it's in California where they can buy the ads. A static image does nothing. You have to see somebody writing it. These are all comments coming in from our wonderful and respected social media lounge. as we end this show today, I do really appreciate your guys' comments and your input, because I think what we all are trying to do is get this to a point of wide adoption, right? We want this to be adopted by everybody. And that's going to be hard if we don't do this the right way. And that's what I've been really trying to make sure people understand, is that you've got people with the bird scooters and the lime scooters and all of them fucking it up for all of us. So anytime, if you could just take this away, think of Potz in your mind as somebody who doesn't know any better. That's who you're riding past. That's who you're getting, you're riding up next to. I see these posts coming up of people who are shouting boo at riders when they're riding through the cities, trying to get people to fall off their one wheels. Not everybody loves it the way we do, because not everybody has been privileged enough to get to enjoy the stoke that we get every day. I'm proud of that. Not a lot of people get that. So I want you to just remember that, as we are blessed to be the era that gets to bring this into wide adoption. When you're riding around other people, just try to put a good name for ourselves, so that people like Potz who don't know any better don't just start firing off like he just did because they see some asshole riding in a store because they feel like calling it a mobility device in Walmart. That's not what this is for. Come on, man.
I have a saying for something like this, Luch. It's don't hate, educate. That is...
Take us out, Belly. Put the tunes on.
Well, no, man. We got to show... You want to show the video of Potz?
You want to do it? Go ahead.
Yeah,
because that actually would be a good payoff. This is Potz right after riding a one wheel, and yes, he's gonna go ahead and eat some crow.
Yep. Let's get that going. Boom.
That's all right. You got him? All right, go ahead.
You like it? No, it's super fun. It's very responsive, and
I do have the sound all the way.
You're good. You're good.
Just gonna be quiet.
That was your first ride? 100% first time ever even touching it.
Would you see yourself riding one in the future, maybe?
I would. I would put $200 on it if you want to get me one for Christmas. We can go ride. But like that's especially here, like you can absolutely like go up and down the boulevard and it'd be awesome.
Oh yeah,
it's great.
Matty Potz, folks, he's a believer. We got him.
Got him.
And yeah, Chris is making a good point. XRs are over a year old now and back ordered for a month. They're a new product that nobody's back ordered for multiple months. Their new product that nobody has is back ordered for multiple months. So freaking out about their lack of marketing is ignorant. Yes, that's what we're trying to say, is that most of the people who they're going to be marketing towards now are ignorant. That's a very good point. And so I just want to see how these new group of riders with all the pints, you guys see it, all the same questions being asked over and over and over again in the groups. Stay patient. Stay patient with people like Potz who don't know any better. Stay patient with people who might, they just don't get it yet. And it's up to us to make sure they see the light, because look at that. I gave him one ride and he turned the corner. One ride. All right. So don't hate.
Educate.
Oh, get us out of here. We got to go, man.
Yeah,
Hit
man.
some tunes. What do you want to say? You got to say something.
Oh, do I have to say something? Well,
You do. They need your belly out.
Well, geez, you throw me off here. Guys, it's always been a pleasure to get on here and get with you. So for all of us here, Luch is going to send us away, and it's always fun to see you guys. So have a great day, all right? Here's some music.
God bless America. Folks, thank you so much. This is the Voice of One Wheel. You can catch it at voiceofonewheel.com if you would like to join our movement. Hang out with us on Patreon. I want to say a quick thank you to Aaron Hipple, Amanda Thompson, One Wheel Nation, Ben Sims, Bradley Michael Spence, Brandon Please, Brandon Ogden, Brendan Schermeyer, Chris Richardson again, Cory Boehne, Isaac Kozlowski, Isaac Beatty, Jack LaBelle, Jack Talley, James Paul, Jeff Foote, Jessica Jones, Joel Ruiz, Jonathan Stock, Josh Phelan, Keel Hart, Once-Year, Patrick Seymour, Rebecca Randolph, Rick Miller, Ryan Cantrell, Ryan Lanigan, Sean Anderson, Sean Nelson, Terry Peter, The Fish Stick, Tim Tapscott, Tom Plevel, Travis Steck, BB Pretend, and all the way from New Zealand, Vitaly Borisov. You are our army, and if you would like to join, we won't make you do any push-ups. Just head over to patreon.com/TTR Studios LLC. We will give away a pint when we get to 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel, TTR Studios. Let's get the fuck out of here and go for a float. Belly, have a good day, buddy. I'll miss you. See you soon. Everybody have a great day. It is the Voice of One Wheel.
just listened to another production from TTR Studios. If you like what we do here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to TTR Studios on YouTube. And if you feel like becoming part of what we do here or receiving bonus content and gear, jump on over to patreon.com/TTR Studios LLC and join TTR Nation. And for all of us here at TTR Studios, we'll see you in the social media lounge. Later, folks.